my opinion, the other half of the revolution, the other half of women's liberation movement is the boys in my country and in yours wearing their hair long, you know. And those boys who are wearing their hair long are saying no to the masculine mystique. They are saying no to that brutal, sadistic, tight-lipped, crew-cut, you know, Prussian, big muscle, you know, Ernest Hemingway, kill bears when there are no bears to kill, and napalm all the children in Vietnam and Cambodia to prove that I'm a man, you know, and be dominant and superior to everyone concerned, and never show any softness. Well, these boys that are wearing their hair long are saying, no, I don't have to be all that crew-cut and tight-lipped. I don't have to be dominant and superior to anyone. I don't have to have big muscles because there aren't any bears to kill. I don't have to, you know, kill anybody to prove anything. I can be tender, and I can be sensitive, and I can be compassionate, and I can admit sometimes that I'm afraid, and I can even cry. And I am a man, and I am my own man. And that man who is strong enough to be gentle, that is a new man, and he is the other half of this revolution, and he will live longer. I mean, he won't die 10 years younger than women, as American men have been doing lately. And he will also, that man that's strong enough to be gentle, I think, really welcomes his liberation and the end of his loneliness and the end of this sea of hostility that has been, you know, preventing love in this country, and that has been dehumanizing sex and making such loneliness and such alienation, frustration for everyone. And he will welcome a woman who can come out from behind that simpering, you know, mask of ruffles that hides so much rage and impotent rage and unnecessary covert manipulativeness, and welcome the woman that can come out of that mask of ruffles and rage and be a person and be a joyous woman because she really feels like she's somebody. And then you see we'll both be able to make love, not war. And in the highest sense, I mean, not only between man and woman, I mean, the war between the sexes could become an Armageddon if we don't get on with our revolution. But if we do get on with it and we restructure society to make equality really possible, then I think the war between the sexes will end, and for the first time we will have possible true human sexual liberation, and we will have possible true love, and, you know, real friendship, real knowing of man and woman, you know, in the biblical sense. To love is to know. And how can you know when each wears these masks that keep us from being ourselves? And then in the largest sense, in the world sense, we'll be able to make love, not war.